What's up? We back to the sideways view. Sideways view. So, happy Black Friday. I'm black and it's Friday, so I'm happy. Although, seems like my paycheck was supposed to be directly deposited on a Friday. Seems to be not being directly deposited on this Friday. But whatever. Maybe we'll do it on Monday. But anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? Mine was great, considering that in Japan, as I was saying, didn't really celebrate it. I mean, I started actively not going to celebrations, just chilling at home. And it was partly because I'd be working and I was gonna call off a whole day so I can go, make that money, whatever. But yesterday was nice, man. I don't really care for big groups of people unless I'm on stage and they're in the crowd. But in general, I like to, be by my lonesome, doing lonesome stuff. So went for my walk. It's cold. It's raining right now. But I wanted to do this out here. It wasn't raining when I left the house. It just started raining. So anyway, I did my walk, and then I went home. I worked on the video. The video is pretty cool for those who could catch it. So it's a 16 bar with a little 4 bar intro. And then each iteration, so each 20 bars, I pitch it up by two semitones. And I add a different thing in the background. So one, it was just like some shakers. Then I added some vocals, then a bass line, then some random vocal effects, which is pretty cool. I never did that before. And I did it in post. So I rapped to just the one way and then I went back. I did mess up in the video because when I forgot to take the audio from the video. And then when I mixed the mastered track, I left the video so you could hear it kind of double up, which kind of sounds like I did on purpose. And if I didn't say it, you probably wouldn't have noticed. You'd be like, wow, that's an interesting effect there. I'm just keeping it 100. But the day was great. So my aunt came over at 11:30. My dad was on the porch waiting for her at 11:20. Like, no one's gonna come here before 12, but she came at 11:30. So I was happy when she came because now he could, take his mind off of, thinking about where mom is and thinking about how boring his son is. Yeah, I'm boring. Unless you watch my videos, listen to my music, follow my story. I am like when people are dating me and they introduce me to their friends and they be like, "You seems quiet," but they know I ain't quiet. I used to yell. So my ex, she would be like, "Yeah, Matthew was doing this crazy dance," and then she would like do my dance, and I'm like doing like a Jay-Z, like, "Don't be telling my business to people I don't know." But it's funny, and they think you're boring. Let them think what they think. Don't be telling my business. But she always would. She couldn't resist. But that's the best way, though. Well, this is not related, but it's related. So people talking on your behalf is the best form of promotion. Like, you could do it yourself. You could pay people to do it. You could pay bots, but when real people, for their own reason, share your story, your whatever, it's more genuine. And this happened yesterday. So my aunt, like, I'm upstairs, and when I don't think you call it 20/20 hearing, but I can hear everything that people are saying downstairs. And usually they're just talking shit about me. What's Matthew doing? He's in his room. Not Matthew's creating an empire. He's learning the tools of the trade. Nope. He's just in his room, wasting his life. That's how it is, man. My aunt called me. Another aunt. I don't remember. She lives in Texas, on my mom's side. And she's like, "Hey, Matthew, happy Thanksgiving." I wanted to say, "What's so happy about it?" But I'm not that cynical. But I didn't say happy Thanksgiving. I emailed a few people. I said happy Turkey Day. But I have one friend who's vegan, so I had to just happy holiday. Anyway, so she just like, so you still doing that music thing? Just had such, maybe she meant it in the highest of the highest, but it just felt hollow. What do you mean you still doing that? Like I told her, she just discovered 3 months ago that I do music. And she's asking me, am I still doing that music thing? Like it's like, yeah, it's going well. Like, do you understand the time frame? I could put out an album, which I did. Doesn't mean it's gonna get anywhere. I need more stuff. I gotta figure it out. Get more people promoting it. But we're gonna jump away. So I was watching this random guy. I don't know where he came from, but he just popped up on my feed. And he was doing a review of the Island Boys. The two, I don't know what they are. You wanna say hi to this mouse? Wow, he's scared. What? All right, I'll let you be. It's Mickey Mouse doing Mickey Mouse things. His birthday, November 18th, just passed. In case you didn't know. But he was reviewing the Island Boys album. You might have heard them from their viral hit where they're tattooed up like some, you know how they do, all tattooed up. They got these dreads that are like sticking up like you know how they do. And they're singing, "I'm an island boy, yes, I'm an island boy." But they never really developed it. And they had managed, like they figured how to game the system, but you can only game it for so long. People got tired of them. But while they were doing their thing, people just kept promoting them. It's like, if you didn't promote them, I wouldn't have found them. But since you did, now I know who they are. And now I'm talking about them and I'm promoting them because it might make you want to, you see how that works? But if a person never gets promoted. So anyway, he's like playing their songs track by track. And every now and then, like he's trying to make fun of them. He's like, "Oh, they're so bad. Oh, they're so bad." But I'm like, this one's pretty good. The beat's nice. Yeah. And like he's helping them more than he's hurting them. But anyway, so so many people out here getting wet. So then my aunt was asking me if I still work at that job. And it's like, what do you mean do I still work at that job? You remember when I said I don't live on this block, but I be on this block? Like this technically is my block, but that one isn't. So when I cross the street, my mind's like that you're no longer on the. Anyway, so she's like, "Do you still have that job?" And it's like, why would I quit the job? Like I have never not had a job unless circumstances were the way they were. Like it was just, and then she's like, "Is your dad there?" And I'm like, "Yep." And then I hand him the phone. But so that was like, I could have done without that conversation. So then my dad was complaining about something. I mean, that's what he does. And that's probably where I get it from. I'd be complaining. But there's a bill and he was unsure about it. And instead of asking me about it, he's like, "I'm gonna wait till my sister comes." And she came and she asked him and she was trying to explain it to him. And then I came down, it's like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "Well, he didn't give it to me." And then I look at it and like in 3 seconds, like, "Oh, okay." Because it was like a 3-second, "Oh, okay." And then my aunt's like, "Do you want to explain it to your dad?" Like, nope. Because he's just gonna yell. I have no time for all that. So then we're just gonna chill on my porch for a little bit. We'll be back. Cause it's raining, yeah? I wanna finish this. Oh, yeah. We might get a cameo from my dad. But so she's like, well, don't worry about it. Matthew will take care of it. Which is nice. Again, that's someone else. I could say I'm gonna take care of it, but you know, someone else telling you that. And then my dad was grumbling, and then she's like, and this was like the highlight of the month. No, I said the album dropping. I guess the day. I always have little highlights in my life. But this one, she said, listen, brother. She didn't say listen, bro. 'Cause that'd be so odd, man. Anyway, she said, if Matthew didn't want to be here, he wouldn't. Like, people, and I didn't say this to her. She just saw the situation how it is. If he didn't want to be here, getting yelled at every day, blah, 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 he would leave. And then I thought if this was TV, it'd be like, the music would come in like, thank you. But he just like, burr. Anyway, so then I go upstairs, and I mean, it would be nice if my dad knew that, or acknowledged that. But at least someone does know it. And that's good enough for me, for now. So then I go upstairs and I go out there and I try to get pizza. I want to eat Papa John's, but they're closed. So I was like, all right, Little Caesars, but they're closed. Pizza Hut, but they're closed. Domino's, at the location I usually go to, closed. But the Domino's pizza downtown was open, which was like, okay. So I order my pizza, I go down there, and I get back to the house. I don't even offer anybody because they're all like, but we bought chicken. I don't want no damn chicken. I'm trying to start a new tradition. Pizza in our horror movie. Maybe it'll work. But so I eat my first 3 slices, and I come down for some more, and I'm like, hey, do you guys want a pizza? And they're like, yeah, sure. Because they haven't eaten anything up until that point. So my aunt's like, thank you for Thanksgiving dinner. And my dad's like, I'll eat pizza one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, if I knew you guys were gonna eat my pizza, I would've got a bigger pie. So then I started to watch the movie Smile. It's scary, man. Like, it's scary to the point where I couldn't watch it at nighttime. I started watching it at like 3, but as soon as it got dark, cause it's odd, man. So I'm gonna watch this after I go back in the house. But I come down and my aunt's like, are you busy? Are you finished doing what you're doing? I don't think people got the concept of how this music thing works. I will be finished when I'm dead. Like, there's always, I'm getting nice with the scales, but to play the scales on the actual piano, harmonizing stuff. Like, I follow this new person on Instagram that has the ability of perfect pitch, and she does these skits where she'd be like, it'd be her, and she'll be like, I'm breaking up with you. And then she'll be at the piano, she's like, your voice was in a minor key. And then she'll play a minor progression. And then this girl, she'll be like, you know, the relationship feels diminished. And then she'll be a half diminished, a full diminished. And then the girl will say something like, don't. And then as the girl's talking, she's like playing a little background music. She's nice with it. And then she's like, don't do that. And then she goes, boom, 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 boom. Like, there's a bunch of people who do this. Anyway, but I'm not there yet. So there's so much I got to learn, and I don't have a Mr. Miyagi or I don't have the montage type thing where I start working out and in 2 weeks it's gonna be a lifetime goal. But I guess the way people see this is you make an album and boom, you're successful and shit. So I don't know. I'm the first of my kind, so I guess after the fact. But anyway, so I'm like, no, what's up? She's like, hey, you want to play dominoes? Because you know how Jamaicans be. You want to play dominoes? And I'm like, yeah. Because the way my family plays it, but I think all Jamaicans play it. you're all noisy and slapping the thing down and I wouldn't play it that way. I play it on like a, okay, it'd be really boring because it's a strategy game. But then, so I'm like, all right, so I'm just watching them. I watch 3 games. I'm like, okay, I'll play 1 game. I sit down and my dad's like, he don't know how to play. I've never seen him play. He can't play. And then my aunt's like, well, he said he knows how to play, so let him play. So then I sit down and we play, or they play, where you only take 7 and you can't take any more. So then the winner would be the one who's empty or the lowest count of the dots or whatever. Now, I don't remember playing, but I know we played it. I had my own domino set at some point. So we played. The first game I almost won, but then the second game I won, the third game I won, then the fourth game my dad won, the fifth game my aunt won, and then I won again, and then I won again, and then my aunt won, and then the game was over. So 4-2-1. And I was kind of figuring out, because I don't know, they'd just be like, if there's threes, and they're like, and I have, there's 2 threes on each end, and I have 4 threes, but I didn't know how many were in a set. But apparently if you can count, because apparently my aunt always knew what I had. She'd be like, Matthew has all the 5s. I'm like, yes, I do. So there's some kind of counting, there's a skill to it. And then I started thinking, maybe my aunt's letting me win, because when I was in the attic, it felt like she was letting my dad win, because he'd be like, da-da-da, and she'd just be like, oh, I lost again. So maybe she was the true mastermind, letting me win. Maybe I was just winning because I'm the mastermind, but maybe she's the true mastermind. But then, yeah. And after the game, my aunt's like, I thought you said Matthew couldn't play. He won. And he's like, I didn't know. He doesn't tell me anything. And then my aunt left, and then blah, 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 blah. And then I started to watch Smile, but then it was dark, and it was creepy. So, yeah. And then, oh yeah, yesterday I bought some more sample packs, because I think I mentioned it, but they were on like a 60% sale. I bought them so when I first found this website, they had like a welcome to the site 20% sale. And then they had a 25% sale. And then they had a special with one particular product that was a 50% off. And then this one is 60%. And by this time I bought everything I already wanted. So now I'm like, I want to get something because it's super cheap, but I don't really need anything else. So then I got some things that at this moment I have no use for them really. But these are all sounds. So the sounds are like jazzy, like, well, the jazz, I can't explain it, but it's like smooth jazz. I don't know. But either way, so I got that. And then this morning I woke up, the sale ends in like 5 hours, so I picked up a Japanese jazz influence style. But yeah, but all in all, yesterday was great for me. I guess just made my own little tradition, pizza and a horror movie. Oh, I got a date. Well, so I'm on Tinder again. I think I joined like a week ago. And I'd be swiping, and it's been weird. Like I swipe. I got the first week or the couple days, right? Boom, I swipe, and the person swipes. All right. She's like, yeah, I went to Japan 4 times. Like, I used to live in Japan. Like, where you like to go? She's like, Harajuku. Like, I used to go to Harajuku too, in Akihabara. We're talking. She's like, I'm an artist. And then one day, gone. It's like, okay. It didn't even register. I'm just like, I wake up, I'm looking like, someone's missing. Ah, okay. I found another person. She's like, I'm checking because my dad's gone. I'm checking, and she said I like books, and she's like, I read this book and I read this book, and I'm like, I'm reading this book. It's like, oh, I read that book. I'm like, I went to this play, and it's just like, wow, someone who reads books. She's like, yeah, I read books, and I don't. Da-da-da. And then, gone. Like, but we read books together. And that just kept happening. But so now I'm on, I don't know, this fourth iteration of this process, and she was like, yeah, I was gonna ask if you wanted to hang out on Thanksgiving, but I didn't want to surprise you. I'm like, I probably wouldn't have left because, I stick close to the house. Whatever. But yeah, that's cool. And she lives way far. She lives like an hour and 20 minutes. Which, that's the other thing that's happened. I keep swiping people that don't even live down the street. So even if it does work out, someone, me, would have to be driving. But she said, hey, I don't mind coming down here. She could be a psychopath killer. Yeah. But, so maybe I'll meet up with her, which will be a mini X-File. The X-Files don't work because they're not my ex-girlfriend. They're just dates. And dates, it's not, they're one and dones. But we'll see. And then the last one, her thing says she's in Mexico. But I'm, whatever, talking to talk. Hey, what's going on in Mexico? It's really cold here. And she's like, yeah, I'm on a boat in my bathing suit. I'm like, okay. Well, you can't be in the bathing suit out here. And then she says, yeah. I'm not looking forward to coming back to Philadelphia for my friend's art gallery. It's like, okay. But, and then she said, your profile is kind of poetic. So remember when I was walking on the path and the leaves were falling, I'm like, yeah, I want to, that's when I made the account. So I was walking and the leaves were falling. I'm like, if I had someone to hold hands with under the leaves falling, blah, blah, blah. So I went home, restarted my Tinder, and put that in the bio. I'm looking for someone to walk around while the leaves fall. However, by the time you swipe and we like, those fallen leaves will be gone, but there's always next year. And she's like, wow, that was really poetic. And I'm like, I didn't know people read those things. She's like, well, I'm not those kind of people. But she lives in Mexico. But, whatever. I'm just going with it. I do have to go down to Philadelphia to meet up with my mentor about stuff. But yeah, man, that's life out here. So now, since today is the beginning of Christmas season shopping, I'm gonna really work on the Christmas album. I don't have a name. I wanted to call it Jingle Balls, but it's not that kind of album. I don't know. How about this one? You guys name an album. It's a Christmas song. It's this 4 standard Christmas songs. They're all Christmas songs that I flipped, and it'll be like a boom bap kind of. There might be one little trappy, because I got this sample. So half the ones I sang the song, oh holy night, the star, and you know what part, like I just killed it. I love the way the harmony, and then I added like these horns, so it's like I'm doing my thing. Oh, holy night, the stars are falling down. And then it could, bum, 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 bum. Like that part was just beautiful. But then I lost it because I did all these in like a kind of a one take. I didn't listen to the originals. I just kind of, how Christmas songs are. But I didn't know what happened after. I just left it there. Sure, I didn't use auto-tune. Like that's my voice. Although I have auto-tune and it's time to renew it. I bought it a year ago. Never used it. But I think I want to have it. And this is, are you ready? Dun 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 dun. My dad. Hello? Hmm?
Who the hell is he?
It's me.
What?
It's me.
Looks like the surgeon had to turn you out here. your car.
Up there.
So I look here, I look at you pretty.
Huh?
I look here, I look at you pretty.
No. But yeah. This would be hard to explain, so I won't. So but yeah, anyway, enjoy your Black Friday. Peace.
So yeah, did I talk to yourself? Didn't you know what I'm saying?
See, I told you it'd be hard to explain. So help me come up with an album title for this Christmas project. And yeah, peace.